Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing? Jordan Schumacher here. Can anyone hear me? Can everyone hear and see me? I'm here waving right now. Say something in the chat. Give me a yes if you can hear me and see me, preferably. Anyone there? Hello. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Brandon gives me a 1. Excellent. Jared says yes. Fantastic. So people can hear and see me. Do you guys see a weird line running horizontally through the screen? Or is that just on my end? If you can see a line running through the video, give me a 2. What's up, CJ? Excellent. Thank you, guys. No line. Great. Excellent. Glad to hear it. You're looking and sounding good. Thanks, Robert. Sweet, guys. Well, let's get it kicked off then. We are about 2 minutes past start time, so let's go ahead and get this kicked off. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to my presentation. All right, can everyone see my screen? You should be able to see my face in the lower right-hand corner and then a picture of a slide that says how to start a profitable ad agency, managing Facebook ads for clients and scale it to a full-time income and beyond. Can everyone see this? I'm going to assume you can. Let's jump right into it because we've got a lot of ground to cover. So the first thing that you're probably wondering if you're at this training right now watching this video is this training worth my time? And I tend to think it is, but obviously my opinion's biased. So let's just go over some results from my last training. So Sanjay here in the last training had landed his first 2 clients without a funnel based purely on the content and the information that you're about to learn in this training. This past student of mine tripled his client base by executing on the strategies that we're about to go over today over the next hour. Luke closed his first client 2 weeks after the training, and Travis closed his first client on a free trial after the training. And Lewis tried a lot of stuff. He tried cold calling, cold emailing. He tried it all, and no one else is talking about this stuff. This is not just some rehashed web class that you've seen elsewhere. This is probably brand new content. The first time you've seen any of this stuff works. It's going to be worth your time to stick around. Luke said that this training saved him a year of trial and error, and Robert said that he picked up 3 new clients since implementing the strategies that we're about to learn on this video. Edward here closed 2 clients with 4 more in the pipeline worth $13,000, and Freddie literally closed his first client in 4 hours after executing on these strategies. 4 hours. Obviously, I can't guarantee you're going to close yours in 4 hours, but this shit works. And so, who is this training for? Who are these tactics for? So this training is for anyone who has started or who wants to start a highly profitable digital marketing agency or consultancy. This training is for anyone who's looking to earn highly scalable, location-independent income, and for anyone interested in learning how profitable paid traffic marketing and Facebook advertising actually works right now, today. This training is for anyone who has started or who wants to start a highly profitable online business, adding massive value to business owners who are literally desperate for this skill set and for this product. And really, this training is for anyone who's stuck in a dead-end 9-to-5 job. Maybe you just don't see it going anywhere. You want to learn a new skill to move into the field of digital marketing. Or really for anyone who's maybe in college realizing that, hey, that business management major is not actually giving you much in the way of marketable skills. You're trying to learn a skill set so that you can actually take some control of your future. Worst case scenario, get a job or an internship out of college. Best case scenario, build this skill set into an actual business for yourself and actually use it to start and scale a highly profitable business. So a couple house rules before we dive into this webinar. So this is not get rich quick. If you think that there is any sort of formula that allows you to make a bunch of money while doing very little, it doesn't exist. So you can just, bounce now if that's you. If you think you're going to be able to build any sort of, six-figure online business from scratch without any hard work or, investment of time, sweat equity, labor, failures, like you're just wrong. It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, I wish it did. And so, I imagine if you're watching this live now or if you're watching the recording of this video, you've probably seen quite a few webinars or web classes, or you've probably seen quite a few presentations by gurus that probably sound and feel similar to the way that this one has up to this point. I can tell you that this is unlike any of those for the simple reason that I've had multiple people email me after viewing this training material and this very presentation that you're about to see and say that, hey, this presentation is literally more valuable than many of the courses that people have actually shelled out real money to buy. This is going to be the most valuable web class that you've ever attended, but only if you treat it that way, only if you take this seriously, and only if you actually execute on what you're about to learn. And lastly, and this is the primary reason that this is going to be unlike anything you've ever seen, there's absolutely nothing for sale. This is pure value. There's nothing for sale at the end of this. You literally cannot purchase anything, even if you want to. I guess maybe, actually no, I'm not even going to accept donations for anything just for making this so awesome. There's not even a strategy call or a consultation call at the end of this. There's literally no call to action that costs any money, anything, nothing for sale. This is pure value. I'm doing this because I think I'm a good guy, and I'll let you be the judge of that. So let's dive into it. So let me ask you this. If you knew how to consistently and repeatedly attract and close clients for free or very cheaply, and knew beyond a doubt how to actually get those clients a massive ROI using plug-and-play formulas and turn those clients into raving fans of your business, of your agency, and if you had a tested and proven sales process and service that those clients desperately needed, could you start and scale a business? I imagine that everyone here says yes to that question. Like, yes, if you had all of those things laid out for you, you almost certainly could at least find someone to pay you money to do this for them. And that is exactly what you're going to learn on this class and in this video. And so why does this strategy work? Why do these strategies actually work? And so, if you've bought a course sold by, one of the gurus of the month that ultimately left you high and dry, didn't actually give you what you needed to succeed, it's really not your fault, frankly, because most of those gurus don't actually do any of the things that they teach, and so it's just not, you were set up from failure from the beginning. And so this is a business model that actually adds value to real businesses, that real business owners are actually thrilled to invest in. And this stuff isn't theory. What you're about to learn is not theory. It's not like high-level stuff. This is practical, hands-on key strategies that actually work in the trenches day in and day out. And so after today's training, closing clients for Facebook ad services at $1,000 to $5,000 per month is going to be a cakewalk for you if you follow these strategies and if you follow these tactics. And so my goal for this class is to show you how to attract Facebook ads clients for your business for free. I'm going to give you a script that will allow you to close those clients at 30 to 50%. And when you leave this class, you are going to have the marketing models that you need to provide Facebook ads marketing services for businesses for $1,000 to $5,000 per month in perpetuity on repeat. You're going to get plug and play marketing strategies that are virtually guaranteed to get you and your clients results. And guys, a single client at just $1,500 a month, that's like $15,000 per year. Don't quote my math on that. That's off the top of my head. But a single client can easily be worth $15,000 per year to your business, which means that 4 clients put you at $60,000 per year, which means if you're closing at a 30 to 50% rate, that's just 8 to 12 conversations with business owners that you need to have to build a $60,000 per year income stream. Now, could you find a way to have 8 to 12 conversations with business owners if it meant $60,000 per year to your business? I think you probably could. And so that's what I'm going to show you on this video. And so I guess real quickly, who am I? Why should you pay attention to anything that I have to say? So my name is Jordan Schumacher. That's a very, very official looking picture of me speaking in front of a group of people. I kind of just look like a professional badass in this picture. Don't tell anyone that was actually taken at my wedding, but I look super, super professional in it. And so in the last 3 years, I've generated over $6 million in directly attributable revenue from profitable paid traffic spend, the majority of that being on Facebook and AdWords. That's actually a significantly low estimation. I just didn't want to actually take the time to go back and verify. So it's definitely, I mean, it's probably closer to like 8 to 10 million over the last 3 years, but 6 million for sure. Currently working as the marketing director for a business in the online education space, and we're generating over $120,000 plus monthly profits per month on a single ad account, primarily from Facebook advertising. And I scaled my consulting business from literally $0, nothing, to $13,000 per month as a side hustle, and the rest is kind of history. So I've been there, I've been in the trenches, started from literally zero, no experience whatsoever, and was able to scale it very significantly. And so these tactics have all been used by me, have all been tested by me, and they work. They work for me, they work for other people who have implemented them, they will work for you. And so here's just some random pictures. Here's a picture of me managing ads over my most recent anniversary. We were in the Dominican Republic, my wife and I, and obviously this, when you're running Facebook ads, you're doing the whole digital marketing thing, it's location independent. You can work from anywhere, right? Hashtag work from the beach laptop lifestyle. There's a picture of my wife and I in China doing some cool things. There's a picture of us snuba in the Dominican Republic as well. You actually need a permit in the Dominican to scuba, so they get around that by basically just attaching the oxygen tanks on like floaties that float above you, and then you just have a very long hose that goes up to the oxygen tank above you, and so you don't need a permit for that. I don't know how safe that is or legal, but that's what they do there. So enough of that. How did I get into this? So 3 years ago, I noticed a massive problem with digital marketing. And so I was working at a digital marketing agency, managing the AdWords budgets of around $300,000 to $500,000 per month for Fortune 5,000 clients in the e-commerce industry, and basically hating my life. Anyone who's watching this who has worked in an agency before can probably relate to some extent. And so while I was at that agency, we were shoving 3 things and 3 things only down our clients' throats. We were shoving AdWords, email, and SEO down our clients' throats. And the problem with that was that all 3 of those channels were and are still incredibly expensive and incredibly competitive. And so many of our clients were forced to accept significant losses on the front end to acquire a customer and hope to ultimately make up their advertising costs on the back end through aggressive follow-up, through emails and retargeting and things of that nature. And the problem with that is that AdWords is a saturated auction. And so the way that Google AdWords works is essentially it's an auction, which means that every ad and every advertiser competes for the same 2 to 3 top spots to get their ad seen, which means that as more people come to AdWords, it's an auction, more people are competing for the same scarce resource, which causes prices to rise. And so you can see this is the rising advertising revenue of Google from 2001 to 2017. And that ad revenue is generated on the same amount of ad inventory, which means that is essentially a chart showing how much the price of AdWords has increased over the last few years. And like I was saying, the more people who want their ads to be seen, the more expensive those ads get. And so do you really think that a small to medium-sized business can compete with the ad budget of a Nike or an Amazon? The answer is absolutely not. A small to medium-sized business needs to generate an immediate profit because they don't have enough money to just throw away and light on fire. Nike and Amazon, different story. And so SEO, which was the second thing we were shoving down our clients' throats, SEO is pretty much impossible for new businesses to break into. the cost to acquire a customer via content marketing, aka SEO, is actually growing faster than the cost to acquire a customer using paid traffic. And SEO click-through rates have dropped by 25% in the last 24 months. Google is trying everything it can to become a pay-to-play marketplace. Email engagement has hit rock bottom and started digging. And so Google, what's happened over the past 6 months, 9 months, 12 months really, Google has been cracking down hard on promotional and marketing emails and sending them all to the promotions tab, which means that email rates have fallen off a cliff. Email click-through rates have never been lower. And while email marketing as a channel is still profitable, it's not nearly as profitable as it used to be. And that overall profitability and engagement continues to decline. And so I want to be clear that this is not a this is not like a death to email doom and gloom pitch. Email is still the foundation of any good marketing campaign, but it's not the money printing machine that it used to be. And so basically when you wrap all of this up, what it comes down to is that business owners are desperate for a way to affordably and profitably market to their customers and profitably attract new customers to their business. And none of them are using Facebook advertising. And this is what I realized while I was working at the agency some 3.5 years ago. And so let's put this into a perspective. So that right now there's over 30 million businesses with Facebook pages that are live right now. And 95% of those businesses are spending $0 on digital advertising. Not just Facebook ads, but digital advertising in general. Only 5% of those businesses are spending any money on digital advertising, and most of that money is spent on Google AdWords just because that's the oldest, that's the most popular. And so that means that out of every million stores, 950,000 of them are leaving huge amounts of money in ROI on the table by not doing simple Facebook advertising retargeting. And so this is an example, a local business that's local to near where I live. It's a dental office, and this local dental office does not have any Facebook advertising or even Facebook retargeting set up, which means that it's leaving thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars on the table, probably without even realizing it, because they are not running a single ad on Facebook, which means they're losing 98% of the people who come to their page and leave, never to return again. If you've ever worked in the digital marketing space, you know that a great conversion rate on a website is 3 to 5%, which means that out of every 100 people who visit the website, 95 to 98 of them are going to leave without taking any action that constitutes a conversion, without leaving their contact information. They're basically just going to leave, and unless you retarget those people, they're probably never going to come back again. And so dental offices like this one and local service businesses in virtually any industry are literally leaving tens of thousands of dollars in lost patients on the table right now simply because they don't have Facebook ads running. Here's an example e-commerce store. So this is Kylie Cosmetics. Maybe you've heard of Kylie Jenner. If you haven't, you're probably living under a rock. I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians and the Jenners and whatever it is that they do. This is her store. There are over 400,000 Shopify e-commerce stores online, and the e-commerce industry as a whole is blowing up. That's an entirely different subject. I'm not going to get into it here, but it's blowing up because the barrier to entry is so low. Guys, Kylie Cosmetics is not currently running any ads on Facebook. Kylie Cosmetics is a multi-million dollar company. Massive, massive reach, massive sales. They are not running Facebook ads whatsoever. Which means that they are literally leaving tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month on the table right now simply because they don't have Facebook ads running. And so if a brand this big, Kylie Cosmetics, is not taking advantage of Facebook advertising, just imagine how many smaller stores and brands there are out there not doing this right now. I know it's super easy to think that, because we're in the digital marketing industry, we're pretty hip to Facebook ads and retargeting and all that stuff. It's really easy, inside of our little tiny bubble of internet marketing, to think, oh, everyone's doing this stuff. The reality is like no one is doing this stuff. The 0.001% of people who call themselves digital marketers are doing this stuff, and that's about it. There is a massive opportunity to help business owners with this right now. And so why do business owners want this service? Sorry, need a drink of water. So ultimately, why do business owners want this service? So the typical business owner doesn't really understand digital marketing, is really just way too busy delivering great products and services to even worry about digital marketing. And ultimately, almost all business owners anywhere, ultimately they just want more profit. They don't really care how that happens. They just want more profit, right? That's the whole reason you go into business. And so, do you think the average business owner would be thrilled to sign up for something, a service that costs them nothing up front, requires no extra work on their part, and is literally a bolt-on revenue stream to their business? Do you think that the average business owner would be happy to pay 10 to 20% of the revenue generated from the Facebook ads marketing? Let me put that another way. If I gave you the opportunity to make an extra $10,000 per month with zero extra effort on your part whatsoever, just literally bolted on to whatever you're currently doing on a day-to-day basis, and all you had to do was pay me $1,500 per month to give you that extra $10,000 per month, would you take it? Yes, everyone would. You'd be dumb not to. And so this is exactly the opportunity that I jumped on back when I was working at the agency, helping local businesses with their Facebook ads on the side. And so what I did was I immersed myself in the world of Facebook ads. I stopped caring about theory, ultimately just started studying what got people results. It took me a long time. I wasted a lot of money. I learned a lot of lessons the hard way. But ultimately, I got to a place where I felt like I understood what was going on, learned a lot from the agency, and so I started reaching out to business owners, added massive value to them up front, and then just asked if they'd like help implementing some of the strategies that I suggested that they would use. I'd start getting results for these clients within 1 to 2 weeks, and I'd then enroll them into an ongoing monthly contract. They'd pay me typically between $1 to $5K per month, and I print them money with the Facebook ads, and that was ultimately the side hustle that I ended up starting for myself. And so my first month, I got too many clients to handle for a pool cleaning service. My first month of implementing the exact strategies that you're about to learn, I'm about to teach you, I literally had my first client ask me to turn off ads because they were getting too many clients. Then my next clients, or one of my next clients I took on was a dental center, and in 2 days after spending just $63 in ads, I attracted 6 new patients to the Merrillville Dental Center at an average patient lifetime value of over $1,000 a piece, as told to me by the dentist at that center. And ultimately, that equated to a 9,523% ROI. Also took over the advertising for an e-commerce store, and within 60 days, I had given them a 792% increase in sales for that store. You can see an example here of the retargeting campaigns that we were running. $2,500 spent on ads, over $14,700 generated in incremental revenue. And so my side hustle started blowing up. I was making $1,000 to $5,000 per month per client, and all I was doing was finding businesses who weren't utilizing simple Facebook ad strategies and offering to implement it for them. Really, all these business owners had to do was say, yep, I'd like more money, and then I'd set up what I call a GRN campaign, which stands for a Get Results Now campaign, to prove the value of my services, and then I would enroll them into a full agency or consulting package, and I'm going to show you exactly what that GRN campaign structure looked like and how you can implement it for yourself. And then basically all I do is I just talk about the results I got from a past client, and I'd use those testimonials to get new clients, and I'd rinse and repeat that process. And so 1 year later, I had multiple income streams as a result of this work. I was seen as some sort of a thought leader in the paid traffic space. I was working full-time as an independent contractor, making 3 times, what I used to be working at the agency. and ultimately life was good. And so do you guys see this opportunity? Do you guys see that if you can execute on this, like this is real, this is something that absolutely works, these skills are absolutely valuable, and if you execute on this, you can absolutely build a profitable consulting business, profitable agency, even if you're starting as a side hustle? Do you guys see the opportunity in front of you right now? Give me a 1 if you see this opportunity, if you're excited to learn how to actually implement this stuff. And so if you had the strategies to find and close these kinds of clients and the systems to deliver these kinds of results, do you think you could build a profitable agency if you wanted to? I think yes. Said every entrepreneur in the room with a little bit of hustle, everyone can do this. This is not that difficult to actually implement. You just have to execute on these strategies. And so what we're going to cover throughout the rest of this presentation is how to land your first client in as little as 4 hours. Dead serious. That's not hyperbole. Seriously, how to land your first client in as little as 4 hours. How to get those clients massive results at no risk to them. And then how to scale your agency to $300 per day and beyond, which is $10,000 per month. So the first thing that we're going to cover is how to land your first client in as little as 4 hours. And so the client closing process in a nutshell is very, very simple. Step 1 is to find a business that would benefit from Facebook advertising. Step 2 is to have a results in advance conversation with that business owner. And then step 3 is just to make your pitch and close them into a paying client. And so there's a few different methods to actually get in front of businesses who would find your services valuable. Method number 1 is my favorite method. It's tried and true. Literally how I closed my first 10 clients is the group value method. And method number 2 is the mechanic method. We're going to dive down into both of those methods right now. So method number 1, the group value method. So step 1 is to join 5 to 10 Facebook groups for business owners, Facebook advertising, and e-commerce business owners. If you just go to Facebook, search for these groups, you're going to find them. Like literally just search for Facebook advertising. You're going to find hundreds of groups all focused around Facebook advertising, all full of business owners with questions around Facebook ads inside of them. You're going to scroll through that group once you join it and get accepted. You're going to scroll through that group and you're going to look for business owners who have questions around marketing, increasing the profitability of their business, etc. It does not matter how old the actual question is. Just look for these questions and mark them down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to answer the question and provide massive, no holds barred value to these business owners. You're going to go deep. Like your answer should be so ridiculously thorough that it would just be it would almost be laughable at how thorough your answer was, and basically like there's just no need for anyone else to ever answer that question again because you've provided the definitive answer to that question. And if you can record a video or do some sort of screen share, that's even better because that's just a higher perceived value to your answer. But the idea is to add so much massive value so consistently that you are perceived as an expert around Facebook advertising and paid traffic in these Facebook groups. And then at the end of each answer you leave, all you need to do is mention that you do this for a living, and that if they have any additional questions or want help implementing the strategy that you just told them to execute, to just let you know, and you'd be happy to help them out with that. And so what I want you to do then is I want you to do this strategy for 2 to 4 questions per group per day, and then keep doing this consistently every day, at least 1 question per day, answer at least 1 question per day every day for the next 2 weeks. And what you're going to find is that answering these questions is almost like SEO for Facebook groups. And so you're going to find that by answering these questions, you're going to find that other people who see your answers, not even necessarily the people whose actual question you answer, but other people just scrolling, browsing through the group, are going to see your answers and proactively reach out to you just because they were so impressed with your actual answer. And so while I'm thinking about it, one thing you're going to want to do while you're leaving these answers is always check your Messenger other inbox, because if people send you a private message on Facebook and they're not friends with you, it'll often go to your other tab and you won't see it. So always be deliberate to check your other inbox, because that would suck to miss out on a lead from someone who sent you a private message. This strategy is a massive ROI on your time, because yes, this takes some hustle. Yes, this takes some effort, but this will pay off dividends 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month down the road. And at the end of the day, when you're starting from scratch, you got to do what you got to do to get your first client. And so this is the best way to actually land your first client that I'm aware of if you're starting from scratch. And so this is Freddie. Freddie left a message in the Facebook community. First day of prospecting, closed his first client within 4 hours using this exact strategy. And so obviously, I can't guarantee that you're going to get your first client within 4 hours, but this method does work. Dozens of people have been successful with this method and will continue to be successful with this method. Sanjay closed his first 2 clients from the group value method. Travis closed his first client from the group value method. This works. And so we just covered the group value method. Very simple, just takes a little bit of time and effort. Method number 2 is what I call the mechanic method. And so the mechanic method is named just because it sort of follows the process when something's broken in your car. I sort of named it recently. I had some car issues, both cars actually. I had to take them both into the shop. It was a pain in the ass. But ultimately, what happens when something breaks in your car? So you get a check engine light, something alerts you, or maybe your car starts shaking or making awful noises. Something alerts you that something is broken in your car. So then you take it into your mechanic, and assuming your mechanic knows what he's talking about, your mechanic tells you what's wrong with your car, and then you take him at his word, and your mechanic just says, hey, this is what's broken. Do you want me to fix it? And if your mechanic looks like this, you may not believe him. You may decide to take your car somewhere else. But if your mechanic looks like a normal person, if he says, hey, this is broken, do you want me to fix it? You're probably going to just take him up on his offer simply because he knows how to fix it. You probably don't. He has the tools to fix it. You probably don't. And it's just easier to have him fix it as opposed to like trying to take the car back to your garage, buying all the tools you need, spending, all week trying to actually fix the car yourself, realizing you didn't actually fix the root problem, and then your car engine seizes up or something terrible happens and you've ruined your car forever. It's the exact same process. So your mechanic tells you what's wrong with it. He quotes you what it's going to cost to fix it, and then like 99% of the time you say, sure, go ahead and fix that. So we are going to do that exact same thing with Facebook advertising. And so I actually discovered this method by accident. So these are screenshots of a couple videos old videos that I had on my YouTube channel. They're still there, but basically what I did was there was a few different news events that happened in the cold email space. So Hunter.io is a service that allows you to pull email addresses from LinkedIn. Basically, they shut down their LinkedIn services, and I sort of had a rant on that. And then Find That Lead, which was a competitor to Hunter.io, I'm like, hey, there's this massive opportunity for Find That Lead, and this is what I think they should do to take advantage of this now white space in the market. And I was literally just recording these because I was just out of content ideas for a couple weeks. And so I just decided to record these for the sake of content. Did really no promotion whatsoever. I mean, you can see had 815 views on the one video and 439 views on the other video. So very small view counts on these videos. And after posting these videos with virtually no outreach done at all or any sort of promotion, I got emails from both the CTO of Find That Lead, the CEO of Find That Lead, and I had a comment from someone I'm assuming on the marketing team or like customer success team of Hunter.io asking me to like defending their decision and asking me to take down that video or like changing my perspective on what Hunter.io did. Obviously, I didn't do that. But basically, I just realized, oh, wow, like these videos, like they were valuable videos, 20 minutes of going into, what I think I would do if I were them. These videos just like organically generated interest from both of these companies. And I'm like, oh, wow, this could be scaled up. And so the mechanic method in a nutshell is this. Step 1 is to find a business that you want to work with. Step 2 is to do a value-add deep dive audit of their advertising using 2 free tools, which I'll show you in a minute. And then step 3 is to just show them your audit and ask if they'd like help implementing your suggestions. And so step 1 is to find a business you want to work with. So this is very simple. Just Google it, right? Like, I want to work with a dental office. Cool, Google dental offices near me. Or you can search for stores using Shopify. Or you can use sites like Capterra, GetApp, or G2 Crowd. These are all SaaS review aggregators, which list a bunch of different SaaS companies that you can use to filter by SaaS industry and then go attack. Here's a picture of what Capterra looks like. It's very, very simple. Like literally just think of a company that you want to work with. Then once you've picked a company that you want to work with, what you're going to do is you're going to do a value add deep dive audit of their marketing. You're going to download useloom.com for a free screen recording app, which is absolutely perfect for this process. And then you're just going to check out your prospect's website, their offers, their landing pages, their ads, etc. You're going to use the Facebook info and ads hack to see what ads they're currently running, if any. And then you're just basically going to diagnose their marketing and tell them exactly how they could improve it. And everyone can improve their marketing. 100% of people can improve their marketing because there's always something you can be tweaking or optimizing. And so no matter how good they are, you can always find some area that they can improve. And so once you record that audit, you're just going to send them your audit and ask if they'd like help implementing it. And so you're going to send them your video audit, you're going to introduce yourself briefly, and then just tell them you put together a 10-minute video audit going over their site and marketing campaigns, and that you have some suggestions for improvement. And you're just going to send them the link to your Loom video, ask them to watch it, and ask them what the best time would be to schedule a meeting to discuss your findings. That's it. Now, the great thing about Loom is Loom will actually alert you when someone views your video. So you'll be able to see in real time when your potential client actually watches your video, which will allow you to accurately follow up and get a conversation with them started. And then obviously if Loom says, hey, no one's seen this video yet, then that tells you need to keep following up with them to get them to actually consume that video. So do you guys see how possible this is? Could you go using these two strategies, the Facebook group strategy and the mechanic method, could you go and set up 5 to 10 conversations with your dream clients this week? Of course you could. And so once you go and set up those client conversations, this is all you need to do to close those clients in a nutshell. So step 1 is to find a business that would benefit from Facebook advertising. Step 2 is to have a results in advance conversation with that business owner. And that's it. Close them on that conversation. So the results in advance conversation is a very, very simple conversation. You'll notice it's called a conversation and not a sales pitch. That's because it's literally just a conversation. You're just talking to the business owner like a human. And so the RIA conversation, like I said, stands for results in advance. And this is a conversation that lasts no more than 15 to 30 minutes. And ultimately, I've found closes clients at a 30 to 50% close rate, even if you have no sales skills whatsoever. It's just a very, very powerful framework. And so this conversation works because you're not trying to sell them. You're just talking to them about their problems and then asking them if they'd like help to solve those problems risk-free to them. It's very hard for a business owner to turn this down. And so the RIA conversation framework looks like this. So the first 60 seconds of the conversation is kind of like introductions, pleasantries, BS, talk about the weather, talk about the recent game, whatever you're feeling. Then over the next 5 minutes, you're going to identify the problems that your prospect actually has in their business. You're going to identify how serious those problems are, which will take about another 10 minutes. You really drill down into what it's costing them, how it's affecting the growth of their business, how that's affecting their bottom line. You're going to identify what their goals are, so you're going to get a sense of like, hey, do you even want to scale your business? How much do you want to scale your business? You're going to get a sense of where they're going, and then you're just going to recap what you've heard. You're going to ask them if they want help getting there, and that'll take about 3 minutes. So all in, you can see you're looking at about a 20 to 25 minute conversation. I actually have a video where I've recorded an RIA conversation of myself. It's an older one with I believe they were like a mobile yoga studio. Actually ended up turning them down because they ultimately weren't at a point in their business where it would make sense for them to start Facebook advertising. But you can actually see how this conversation goes, how I do it, and how natural it is, and really how much goodwill it builds up with potential clients. And so ultimately when you get to the point where you recap what you've just heard and ask them if they'd like help, that's the pitch. And really all the pitch is stating these following phrases. And so you just tell them, hey, I can execute on every strategy we just talked about and help you hit your goals. Ultimately, I know talk is cheap and you probably get hit up by a marketing agency every other day. And so here's my proposal. I'll set up a campaign for your business 100% free of charge for the first 30 days or 14 days, however long you want. If it's profitable, you can give me a great testimonial and hire me to manage your campaigns month to month, obligation free. And if the campaign isn't profitable, you can fire me on the spot and don't owe me a thing. Fair enough? And then you shut up and you let them talk first. And if you follow this formula, 30 to 50% of business owners that you talk to will agree to bringing you on for the trial. You will close 30 to 50% of business owners with that simple process. You don't need to make it any more complicated than that. And so do you guys see how easy this actually is? And so we talked about that we were going to cover how to land your first client in as little as 4 hours. Seriously, covered that. Then we said that we're going to talk about how to get those clients massive results at no risk to them, and ultimately how to scale your agency to $300 per day and beyond, which is $10K per month. And so now we're going to talk about how to actually get your clients massive results at no risk to them. And so the way that we're going to do that is we're going to launch a GRN campaign or a Get Results Now campaign. And so when you get a business owner to agree to take you on for a free trial, your number one priority is to get that business a positive ROI on their ad spend as quickly as humanly possible. And the way to do that is to execute a GRN campaign. And so why does this GRN campaign work? GRN campaigns leverage the trust and rapport that your client has already built with their audience to increase the ROI of your campaigns and virtually guarantee that you create a profitable ROI campaign with minimal ad spend, because obviously the quicker you can create a profitable campaign, the more likely that business owner will be to become a paying client. And so you can create a massively profitable and effective GRN campaign in as little as 30 minutes in virtually any industry by following this formula. And so here's how a GRN campaign works. So a GRN campaign only targets existing website visitors, email subscribers, and past customers. You're not targeting cold traffic with a GRN campaign. You are only targeting website visitors, email subscribers, and past customers. You're going to offer those customers, those website visitors, those email subscribers something for free or heavily discounted in exchange for a desired action, which is typically, opting in, giving you the contact information, saying that, like, basically raising their hand and saying, hey, I want this thing that you're offering. And so the way that the funnel works is you have an ad driving them to a landing page, and then you have an email follow-up sequence on the back end, which basically gets them to take the action that you want. And so for a dental office, this is an example of a GRN campaign. So basically, you're targeting this ad at email subscribers and website visits, and you just say, hey, we miss seeing your smile, and because we miss you, if you schedule your next routine checkup today, you'll also get a free teeth whitening as our way of saying welcome back. They click that link, they go to a scheduler page, and they schedule their appointment. Voila, GRN campaign. By running this exact campaign, after just spending $63 in ads in 2 days, we were able to convert 6 new patients at an average patient lifetime value of over $1,000 each to 9,523% ROI. Do you think this dental office was excited to actually pay me after I got them this results within just a couple days? Yes is the correct answer to that question. Follow this exact same formula again, executing a GRN campaign for an e-commerce store. Basically, the first ad that I did came on, set up retargeting and cart abandonment ads, where basically just said, hey, did you forget this thing? If you come back and use this code, don't forget, you'll get 15% off everything in your cart. That's it. This campaign took me about 25 minutes to set up. And you can see the results there. 576% ROI from the very first GRN campaign I ran. We spent $2,500 and generated $14,000 in revenue. Needless to say, they brought me on as a paid consultant and scaled that campaign significantly, which went on to generate massive revenue and massive incremental revenue for that business. In fact, generated a 792% increase in sales in 60 days. And so do you see how effective and simple these campaigns are? Give me a 1 while I drink a water if you see how simple it is to actually get results for these clients using a GRN campaign. Give me a 1, give me a 2, give me something. So, previously I said that we were going to cover how to land your first client in as little as 4 hours. Covered that. Then we said we were going to cover how to get those clients massive results at no risk to them. Covered that with the GRN campaign. Now we're going to talk about how to scale your agency to $300 per day and beyond, or $10,000 per month. And so you already know how to find business owners who are able and excited to pay for Facebook advertising based on the frameworks that we just showed you. You know how to capture your prospects' attention by adding value and getting them on a results in advance call. And you now know how to get them results fast using the GRN campaign framework. And you know how to pitch your service to close those clients at a 30 to 50% close rate. Each client will make you $12,000 to $48,000 per year. That's $1,000 to $4,000 per month. That's very, very reasonable. If you have an easy 30 to 50% close rate and a GRN campaign structure that takes little time to get them results, how fast could you scale this business model? Like, you just rinse and repeat this. 1 client is $12K a year. 2 clients is $24K a year. 3 clients is $36K a year. 5 clients, you're at $60,000 per year. That's like a very healthy salary working with just 5 clients. You get to 8 clients, that's $96,000 per year. That's pretty damn close to a 6-figure income. Do you think you could close 8 clients using the strategies that you just learned? Give me a 1, give me a yes if you think you could close 8 clients using the strategies that you just learned. I guarantee you could. And if you can close 8 clients, that's a minimum $96,000 per year agency right there. So I'm going to give you, so we covered all that, and that's definitely enough to close 8 clients, but I'm going to give you a bonus advanced scaling strategy so that you can really take your client acquisition to the next level. And so I call it my video audit at scale methodology. And so how the video audit at scale methodology works, it's essentially the mechanic method on Russian grade steroids. I think I came up with that analogy. Netflix has a documentary called Icarus on Russian steroid use. Highly recommended. Neither here nor there. But basically, it's the mechanic method on steroids. So step 1 is to identify 30 to 100 of your target clients, all in the same niche. So it's important that they're all in the same niche, or this system won't really work. Just trust me on that. All of your clients need to be in the same niche, but basically you're just going to use the mechanic method to identify 100 target clients who you'd like to work with. Step 2 then is to create a generic 4 to 10 minute video walking through your advertising system specific to that niche, ultimately your plan of attack, and past results that you've gotten in that niche. And so this is something worth noting. The video audit at scale method is really only useful if you already have past experience and past results. And so if you're starting from scratch, like most people did, like I did, then just stick with the mechanic method and the group value method. This video audit at scale method will only work if you have past results and case studies. So step 2, you're going to create a generic 4 to 10 minute video sort of walking through your process. And then step 3, you're going to create a unique 1 to 3 minute introduction video specific to each of your clients, where you introduce yourself, compliment your clients on their business, just like make it, somewhat personal, and suggest a few specific areas for improvement specific to their business. And that's it. It's just a quick 1 to 3 minute introduction video. Then what you're going to do is you're going to combine your second video, which is that unique introduction video to each client, with your first video, which is the generic 4 to 10 minute here's my system. You're going to combine those together, and you're going to throw that up on a landing page. So Basically, you're going to have 30 landing pages with 30 videos. Each of those videos, the first 1 to 3 minutes is going to be personalized to the client, and then the bulk of the video, the final 4 to 10 minutes, is going to be generic. Step 5 then is to send a 3-email series or a 3-part follow-up sequence to all of your clients promoting your video, and then from there you just continue with the rest of the mechanic method. Bonus number 1, you can actually embed your Facebook pixel on these landing pages and retarget your prospects with case studies and testimonials. Bonus number 2 is to publish these videos then that you've created to your YouTube channel or your Facebook page for easy content to help sort of with some of that organic traffic. And so that's sort of my video audit at scale methodology. And then from there, you just rinse and repeat. Again, 1 client, $12K a year, 2 clients, $24K a year, 5 clients is $60K per year, and 8 clients is $96,000 per year. Now, do you feel that you have been equipped with the tactics that you need to close 8 clients using these strategies? I absolutely guarantee you that you could if you put in the work and if you execute. Do you think that you could use these simple tactics to get a few interested clients in the next 30 days? Do you think that if you could get a few interested clients using the results in advance sales script that I've given you, do you think you could close one of those clients? One client is $12,000 per year at a minimum. You could start a $12,000 per year business in the next 30 days if you execute on these strategies right now. And just 4 more clients after that puts you at $60,000 per year. So guys, are you starting to see how powerful this is? Give me a 4 if you're starting to see how powerful of a strategy and of a system this is and how actually achievable this is no matter where you're at in your business. Give me a 4 if you're starting to see that. So who here is getting excited? Who here wants to get this done now? Who wants to get this fucking done in the next 90 days in their business right now? And so at this point in this presentation, this is the point where you usually see some sort of sales pitch. Some guru just spent an hour telling you how great your life could be, and then he tells you that if you want to learn how to actually make this stuff happen, you get a giant middle finger and fuck you, it's a paywall, bitch, pay me. That's not gonna happen. There's no paywall here. There's nothing for sale here, like I said. In fact, there's nothing for sale at all. There's no catch. There's no gimmicks, guys. If you want to finally start and scale the business that you know you're capable of building, and if you want to learn the most efficient way to start and scale a profitable agency managing Facebook ads for clients, this video, this web class is your opportunity. And so I want you to use this momentum that's being built right now to take action today and take the first step to starting and scaling your agency to $10,000 per month. And so let me ask you a question. What if there was a proven program that promised to give you a step-by-step blueprint to take you from 0 to top 10% digital marketer, and that gave you the playbooks you needed to predictably close clients and scale your agency, even if you're starting from square one, completely from scratch, and that includes plug-and-play swipe files and templates of all my top converting funnels that I use each and every day, 2 of which have grossed well over $3 million in sales. And that a program that included the playbooks that I use in my agency to manage and scale 6- and 7-figure campaigns in as little as a few hours each week. And that included live, real-time footage of me going in and launching, optimizing, and managing real campaigns from scratch. Is that something you'd be interested in hearing more about, a program that delivered on all of those things? Give me a 1 if you'd be interested in hearing more about it. Give me a yes. Give me a hooray. Give me something if you're interested in hearing more about that. I'm seeing some 1s. I'm seeing yeses. Awesome. I figured you guys would be. That's why I'm here, right? So because you're still here right now, there's because you're still watching this video and because you're still on this class, there's a few things that I know about you. I know that you're looking to start or scale a paid traffic consultancy or agency. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, right? I know that you believe, like me, that paid traffic is the most important skill that you can master in 2018 and 2019. And I know that you've been frustrated by the lack of good, actionable knowledge around how to master paid traffic and actually get results with advertising and actually close clients. The only semi-useful information out there seems to cost $997. Magically, it's all the same price. And it's all pretty much garbage, I know, because I've checked out most of it and I read the reviews on all of them. And so, are you frustrated that there's no content out there around how to use that expertise to scale an agency, which is really two very different skill sets? Understanding how to profitably use paid traffic and then how to actually scale an agency, two entirely different skill sets. And so what I want to do is I'm incredibly excited to announce and introduce the Facebook Ad Agency Accelerator program. And now this program is specifically designed to help you master paid traffic. It's designed to help you build and scale Facebook campaigns from scratch to $10,000, $20,000, even $50,000 per month, and create funnels that convert every time in virtually any industry online. It's going to teach you how to find and convert your first paying client and then build a predictable and repeatable client acquisition system for your agency, all in just 90 days. And so if you want to understand what's really working in paid traffic and Facebook advertising right now, and if you want to gain the skills that you need to launch Facebook campaigns from scratch to $10,000 per month with confidence and certainty, and if you want to get massive results for your clients and build a brand and reputation that you can actually be proud of, and if you want to truly become a top 10% digital marketer and Facebook ads consultant, and if you want to learn to do all of that in the next 90 days, then this is specifically for you. I've specifically built this program for you. And the best part about all of this, the best part about this program, drum roll please while I take another drink. The best part about all of this is that it's 100% free. There's nothing for sale. There's no money. There's no upsell. There's no paywall. This is 100% free. This program is designed to be the best value online. This program is designed to be better, and in my opinion it is better, and in many people's opinions it is better than many of the courses that quote-unquote gurus are charging $997, $1997, and $1997 meaning $1,997 for. This is 100% free. There's no catch. There's no gimmick. It's free. I don't know how else to stress it, so I'm going to move on from there. So here's how we're going to do it. So the Facebook Ad Agency Accelerator program is split into 6 modules. Module 1 is called the Paid Traffic and Direct Response Marketing Apprenticeship. Module 2 is called Creating a Profitable Funnel. Module 3 is called Creating Your Facebook Ad Campaign. Module 4 is called Scaling and Optimizing Your Campaign. Module 5 is called Organic Client Acquisition. And Module 6 is called Advanced Video Audit at Scale Client Acquisition. So Module 1, we're going to cover a lot of things. We're going to look over my shoulder at what really goes on behind the scenes of profitable paid traffic campaigns so that you can implement the same tactics for yourself and reap the rewards in your campaigns. We're going to learn how to quickly and efficiently break down any customer acquisition funnel in any industry so that you can implement it for your own clients and ultimately look like a genius. We're going to learn how to analyze and audit existing sales funnels and identify immediate areas for improvement in any sales funnel in minutes, which will position you as an instant expert in any marketing or sales discussion. And ultimately, completing this module is going to change the way you look at every ad and piece of content that you consume online. You're not going to see content like the average consumer anymore. You're going to see through every website and understand in a matter of minutes their entire sales funnel and their customer acquisition process. It's literally like having the magical curtain pulled aside in the Wizard of Oz and sort of seeing, all the behind the scenes machinery and wizardry that goes into making online businesses profitable. In Module 2, we're going to learn all about how to create a profitable funnel. And so we're going to learn the 3 essential ingredients that every 6 and 7 figure funnel must have for success so that you can integrate them with your own funnels. We're going to learn how to identify an irresistible funnel hook that resonates with your target market and leaves them begging for more no matter the industry, and that ultimately sends your conversion rates skyrocketing. We're going to discover how to quickly and easily split test and optimize your funnels to maximize performance in less than 30 minutes each week. And essentially, if you have any experience in digital marketing, you know that 80 to 90% of your prospects are not going to convert on their first on their first visit rather. We're going to learn how the pros use automated email follow-up, automated texting, automated voicemails, and even messenger chat bots to create incredibly profitable automated evergreen follow-up sequences, which is really where the real money is made, and set yourself apart from the competition who, just do Facebook ads and all they do is they create Facebook ads. You're going to become a full funnel marketer, and ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to build a funnel development Swiss Army knife, which you can reach for in any situation, for any product in virtually any industry, and craft a campaign that's guaranteed to convert every time. In Module 3, you're going to learn how to confidently assess and analyze any campaign in any industry so you can approach your clients with confidence and lay out a detailed game plan that is guaranteed to work. You're going to learn how to create a KPI compass for each new campaign you launch to guarantee its eventual profitability and limit any potential losses to less than $20 per ad set. You're going to discover how to research your target market and reverse engineer your competitors' campaigns to skip the painful trial and error process and hit a profitable home run with your first campaign every time. And you're going to know how to quickly and easily set up tracking and analytics for crystal clear reporting and optimization in a matter of minutes without needing to understand a single line of code. You're going to learn my exact methodology to build and launch campaigns that are prepped for rapid, profitable hyper growth and that require little to no daily maintenance so that you can get better results from more clients in less time. In Module 4, you're going to look over my shoulder at my daily, weekly, and monthly campaign management workflows so that you can keep your campaigns running profitably, spending as little as an hour each week on client campaign management. You're going to learn how to actually split test your ads to improve profitability so that you're making Facebook work for you instead of against you. This is one of the most common areas that I see people get wrong, is how to actually split test and optimize Facebook ads. You're going to understand my exact process for keeping my campaigns profitable for months and even years at a time without changing a single ad so that you can keep clients longer and spend less time on the ad optimization treadmill. And you're going to discover the secret to scaling your profitable ad spend to $10,000, $30,000, and $50,000 plus per month in ad spend using what I call my trifecta method so you can earn massive profits for your clients and yourself. In Module 5, we're going to talk about organic client acquisition. You're going to discover the most common mistake I see startup agency owners make around client acquisition, which absolutely kills your chances of closing a paying client before you even begin. You're going to learn how to approach potential clients from a position of authority and expertise so that they ask you to work with them without being salesy or weird. You're going to learn my exact step-by-step plug-and-play blueprint to finding and closing your first 3 to 6 clients. This is the exact strategy that I followed to close my first clients and still use to this day. And you'll get my exact client closing phone call script so you can get on the phone and close clients with absolute confidence, even if you have no prior sales experience, without sounding like a salesman at all. And then in Module 6, we're going to cover the advanced video audit at scale client acquisition strategy. You're going to see behind the scenes of my advanced video audit at scale client acquisition system so that you can build and implement a predictable client acquisition system that works for your own agency in a matter of days. You're going to learn how to identify your ideal target clients, create compelling video audits, and send emails that actually get opened and responded to so that you can connect with and close more clients faster. You're going to get the exact email templates and automated sequences that I use, as well as the tools that I use, so that all you have to do is fill in the blanks with your own information and press send so you connect with and close more clients faster. You're going to have access to my plug-and-play video audit template. All you need to do is press record on your iPhone or computer, follow the script, build a steady stream of new clients for your agency, and you're going to ultimately walk away with a predictable, repeatable, scalable cash generation machine and laugh at your competition as they go through the typical feast or famine agency roller coaster ride. That's a shit ton of stuff. I need to take a drink of water. Guys, there's no other way to get information this in depth online anywhere, period, end of story, whether you pay for it or not. There's no other way to get this information that's laid out in such a clear step-by-step blueprint for anyone, even complete beginners, to follow. The only other way to earn these kinds of skills and get these kinds of results is to literally go and get a job at an advertising agency. And I promise you, you don't want to do that. I mean, you can. I did, but I don't recommend it at all to anyone. And so, what's the price of this program? The last program that I sold that was structured similar to this one was $4,500. And I truly believe that this program is equally, if not more valuable than that. But like I said, guys, you get lifetime access to this program for the low price of free. Subscriptions to my YouTube channel will also be acceptable. If you want to pay me, you can just subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that would mean a lot to me. But this program is free. You get lifetime access to this program for free. And so if you want to understand what's really working in paid traffic and Facebook advertising right now, today, and if you want to gain the skills that you need to launch Facebook campaigns from scratch to $10,000 plus per month with confidence and certainty, and if you want to get massive results for your clients, build massive goodwill, and build a brand and reputation that you can actually be proud of, and if you want to truly become a top 10% digital marketer, and if you want to create a life-changing cash flow stream that can be built starting out as a side hustle, and if you want to do all of this in 6 weeks or over the next 90 days, then what I want you to do right now is go to jordanschumacher.com/enroll, where you're going to get details on this program. And guys, this still gets better. If all of that for free wasn't enough, it still gets better, because when you enroll in this program, which again is free, you also get free membership to the Art of Online Advertising Facebook community. That's my community. You can go straight to it by going to jordanschumacher.com/community. It'll redirect you to the Facebook community, and there'll be a couple questions that you can answer. And basically, you get free lifetime access to that community. And so with your Art of Online Advertising membership, you can mastermind with current and past alumni of the Ad Agency Accelerator program. So everyone in this program is also going to be in there discussing what's working for them, what they're having troubles with, what they're learning, and really just staying up to date on strategies and tactics that are working. You can trade tips, tactics, and strategies with other members of the community and discuss what's working now. You're going to gain access to exclusive content by me, such as campaign analysis, new tactics and playbooks that I'm currently testing, and state of the newsfeed addresses, just exclusive content by me in that community, and get your advertising questions answered directly by me, again, in that community, which is free, which comes as a part of your membership to the Facebook Ad Agency Accelerator, which is also free of charge. And so here's what to do next. So like I said, you get lifetime access to all 6 modules of the Facebook Ad Agency Accelerator program. That's a $49.97 value. You get it free. You get lifetime access to my Art of Online Advertising Facebook community, and all of that is yours for free because I'm a good person. You just have to go to jordanschumacher.com/enroll to get that now. And so here's the deal. I'm releasing one video of the program per day to my YouTube channel over the next 90 days. And so you can just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I mean, you don't even have to technically subscribe. I recommend you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just go to jordanschumacher.com/YouTube if you want to go straight there so that you get notified of these. But I'm releasing one video of the program per day to my YouTube channel over the next 90 days. And so you can do that and you get one video per day, or if you want access to the videos in advance as soon as they're recorded, because obviously I'm recording like these videos in batches and then dripping them out one per day. So if you want access to the videos in advance as soon as they're recorded, just go to jordanschumacher.com/enroll. There's a sign up there. Again, it's free. I don't know how many. I'm not going to say that anymore. It's free. That's all I'm going to say about that. Basically, if you just sign up, you can actually log into the course platform, the program platform. You can actually get access to those videos. And again, once per day, those videos will also be posted on my YouTube channel. And so, guys, this is a slightly crazy test that I'm running. Like, by giving this away, like, I'm fully aware I'm literally leaving tens of thousands of dollars, like, without breaking a sweat on the table. Probably more like hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on how hard I would want to promote this. And so, like, this is a little bit of a crazy test that I'm running. I'm honestly a little bit shocked at myself that I'm doing this, but ultimately I am. I'm giving this away for free as a part of a test, but like the honest truth is I don't know how long I'm going to be keeping this offer available. I don't know how long I'm going to have this available for free, because this is literally a program that I could sell tomorrow for $2,000 without breaking a sweat. And I mean, that's a meaningful amount of money that scales very, very, very well. And so I don't know how long I'm going to be keeping this offer available, but for now it is available. If you're seeing this, it's still available. So like literally jump on this. Don't buy someone else's program. Just use this one. It's free. I'm giving this to you. Take advantage of this while you can. And so you've watched this entire presentation. You want to build and scale a paid traffic agency, or you wouldn't still be here. And so you know that this is exactly what you've been looking for. Take advantage of this incredible opportunity. Go to jordanschumacher.com/enroll. Sign up for the Facebook Ad Agency Accelerator program. So what I want you to do right now is just take a minute and imagine closing your first client. So this is a voicemail that I received the other week from Alex, who's one of my students. And so this is what Alex says.
Hey Jordan, it's Alex. Hey Jordan, it's Alex. You don't need to call me back. I just wanted to tell you, like, I want to first client for 3.5K. Pretty amped right now. This is like all profit, and he's gonna crush it in the program. So I'm fucking jacked. Wanted to tell you, but yeah, dude, we're gonna fucking kill it in this program. And we got the first client for the down payment. We're good to go. Let's go. All right.
So obviously Alex is pumped about this. And I mean, you can just tell, right? He closes his first client for 3.5K, and he's pumped, and you can just tell the excitement in his voice. And so, in a nutshell, in terms of like why am I giving this away, that voicemail is kind of the reason why. Like, ultimately, I'm doing this, I'm giving this away because I think I'm just such a great guy, and I hope that you agree with me. But you know, there's a few different reasons. So one thing that I'm doing this, that I'm giving this away for free is I have people tell me all the time, like, hey, you know, your content's really great. I'm surprised you're not bigger, and like, you don't have more of a following, and that's all a very good point. And ultimately, I'm trying to stand out and build a brand. And so what I'm trying to do is give away something that is so good that other people would charge thousands of dollars for. I'm trying to give that away for free to stand out, not because I'm trying to then monetize you on the back end or upsell you into some other program. I'm truly not. I'm just trying to stand out and build a brand and accumulate attention in this highly crowded digital marketing space. The second reason that I'm doing this, or I guess the third reason, depending on how you're counting, I just think that I'm good enough to give this away for free. So there's a lot of people out there, and not throwing any shade at anyone, I just think I'm good enough to give away a program like this in a marketplace where most people's entire businesses is selling a program just like this, except worse. I think I'm good enough to give this away for free because I don't need to sell it. And ultimately, that's kind of why I'm doing this. It's a test. We'll see how it goes. But it makes me feel good to give away something that I know I could charge $2,000 for. It makes me feel really, really good to give that away for free. And so that is why I am doing this. And so, like, to be very clear, there's absolutely no catch. You're getting the whole system. You're getting the whole program. There's no catch. There's no upsell. There's no paywall. There's no one-time offer when you sign up for this. Like, this is literally the entire system that you get free of charge, and I'm just giving that away for you. All I would ask is that, hey, when I send you an email, maybe you open it up. Maybe you join my Art of Online Advertising Facebook community and engage with me. Maybe the next time you come across a Facebook group or one of your buddies is like, man, I wish I could learn how to do Facebook ads, maybe instead of just pointing them to some $997 course, maybe you just point them to my YouTube channel and say, hey, everything that you need is right here in order step by step for you. Maybe you recommend me instead of someone else. That's really the only thing that I'm asking of you in exchange for this program. And so, like I said, this is kind of a weird test that I'm doing. And so, guys, for this test to be, for me to consider this test to be a success, I need you to take action on this and execute. I need you to. I'm asking you to take action on this, because there's a lot of people who say, oh no, like if you ever have information, you should charge people because you should charge people a lot of money because they won't value it otherwise. And I think that there's some truth to that, but I also think it's just I can't talk, it's been too long. I also think it's just justification for people to charge obscene amounts of money for a commodity that is essentially valueless, because information in and of itself is not valuable. It's just what you do with that information that's valuable. And so I think a lot of that is justification. I don't think I believe that. This is a test to the contrary of that. But for this test to be a success, I need you to take action on this. I need you to execute. I need you to get results. And I need you to share those results with me so that I know this is working and that I know that this was a useful investment of my time. Like if this helps just one person get out of a shitty job or get out of college and like actually make money and pay down their student debt, it's worth it to me. And so I just need you, if you're still here watching this, I need you to take action and execute on this. Don't go watch another fucking webinar. Don't go invest in another $997 course around Facebook ads. I want you to just enroll in this and execute on it because it will work. That's all I'm asking from you. And so what I want you to do right now is go to jordanschumacher.com/enroll, sign up for this program, execute on it, and let me know how it goes. That's all I've got. All right, guys. jordanschumacher.com/enroll. What do you guys think? So based on the chats that I'm seeing, seems like all of you like the fact that it was free. That's awesome. Go ahead. I've got about 15 minutes or so for questions that I want to answer for all of you. So I'm going to try and scroll through from the beginning of the chat history and try and answer some of them. But it looks like I can't actually scroll back to the beginning. So sorry, guys. So if you have a question that you asked earlier and I didn't answer it, go ahead and put it in there again because I probably won't see it. So I'm seeing people about to have a heart attack. Tommy says, if this is true, Jordan has a lifetime customer. Thanks, man. This is definitely true. This is something you don't learn in college. This is gold. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Juan. College is pretty much worthless when it comes to digital marketing. I actually don't know why I have headphones in because you guys can't talk to me via audio anyways. Let's see. Matt says, I will throw my money at you as soon as my first check comes in. Awesome, man. I will let you do that if you feel so compelled. Tommy says, I'm about to throw my laptop if this goes to hype. Glad I saved your laptop, Tommy. See a few people who just enrolled in the program. That's awesome. Sandra says the site cannot be reached. Try this button, Sandra. I forgot to put up a button here. Offers. There you go. There's a button you can click now that should send you right there. Let's see. What else do we got? Kyle, love it. Thanks, man. Damalaire, I apologize if I'm butchering your name. You're indeed a great guy. Thank you. Kyle asks, what about your marketer buddies? You are really sticking it to them. Aren't you worried about the hate you will get? I don't really think I'm sticking it to anyone. Like, I don't think I called out any names in particular. And if I did, I wasn't friends with them anyways. But yeah, like to be very clear, there's nothing morally or ethically wrong that I see in selling a program at all. And I know a lot of people who do sell, courses and and I work in that space, and there's nothing wrong with it. Just when it comes to Facebook ads, selling, Facebook training to beginners, yeah, I'm pretty outspoken that I think most of the 997 programs out there are not worth it, and that's why I'm doing this. But I'm not doing this to stick it to anyone. I'm doing this because this is just my thing, and this is fun for me, and this is kind of just the direction that I want to take things. Juan asks, how many members are in my Facebook group? I think like 1,200, 1,500, something like that. Josu says, let's all commit and pay him back with testimonials. I would love that, man. That's really all I'm looking for. Chantel says, Jordan, you're a saint. I will take action and share my success. Awesome. Matt says, just signed up. Kyle says, just signed up. Tommy says, love you. Thanks, bro. Love you too. Josu says, hey, Jordan, so what's the Facebook group? Great question. So the Facebook group is called The Art of Online Advertising. Go to jordanschumacher.com/community, and I'll just redirect you right to it. Bongani says, this is awesome. I bought consulting.com. Feel like a fool now. LOL. No comment. But I'm glad you're here, Bongani. Juan, awesome, man. Let's hope there's not a pitch at the end of the last module or something. So there's definitely not. But I would say even if there was, I don't know, like that's not something really, there's nothing wrong with pitching or selling. Like this is business, right? I want to be clear. There's no pitch. This isn't the front. Like this is what you see is what you get. But there's nothing morally wrong or ethically wrong if there would be a pitch. Like this is business. Ultimately, that's how businesses run. You make money and you pitch people on offers. Thomas, is there going to be a replay video? Yes, assuming that this webinar software actually captured the replay. It's set up to in theory. In the past, it hasn't. And so hopefully there will be. We'll find out at the end. Robert says, you say it costs no money for ads. How much do I need to spend to get my first client? $0. If I don't know if you saw this training. If you didn't, then check out the replay. But I just walked you through exactly what you need to do to close your first client for free. Aaron, just enrolled. Awesome. Will you teach us how to get the client to pay for ad spend? Yeah, that's 101 stuff, right? So when your client sets up the business manager, they put in all of their payment information to pay Facebook through their business manager, and so you don't even touch that. Does your program include strategies for Google Ads or mostly Facebook? So it's going to be Facebook primarily. I'll definitely be doing additional content around Google Ads, but the thing about paid traffic in general is once you learn one platform, most of those skills are very translatable into other platforms. And so if you get good at Facebook, you can probably figure out Google Ads on your own. But there will definitely be content in the future around Google Ads, YouTube Ads, etc. Josu says, hey, Jordan mentioned something about working with an education-related startup. I'm working for a language school in Costa Rica. Any recommendations? I'm not sure what you mean there, but in terms of like language schools and English as a second language, I don't really have any experience in that. I don't have any recommendations for that. Juan says, yes, we believe you, man. After this course, let's all make testimonial videos. Please do. Bongani, does the client pay for ad spend or is it you, the client? Jarvis, I will pay you back with my firstborn. Not necessary. Not necessary. Thank you very much, Jordan. You're welcome, Sandra. Thomas, how about an autographed picture? Sure. I'll take it. Thank you for being a good guy. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Matt, I'm so happy I opened your email. I'm happy you opened my email too, man. Damalaire, I'll gladly buy your upsell after this program, Jordan. Thanks. That's awesome, but there's no upsell. Gotta hop off, Jordan. Much appreciated, brother. Chat soon. Looking forward to the training. Good luck out there, Bongani. We're all counting on you. Aaron says, Jordan, will you promise not to disappear again? You have before, and now you are back for good. I have disappeared again. It's because I'm actually, working on things that aren't courses and content. And so sometimes that gets deprioritized, but I promise this time I'm going to do my best not to disappear for, more than a few days at a time. And this is kind of this whole launch that I'm doing is kind of a way to just like keep me committed to not disappearing. So thank you for calling me out on that, Aaron. Sorry, I wasn't clear enough. Just wanted some recommendations on running ads on Facebook for a language school. Yes, I mean, just typical call to action ads. I would recommend taking a look at, what other ads, if any other language schools are running, mimicking those. And obviously, you're going to have a much better idea of what to run once you go through the content in the program. Thomas says, I feel like I won Mega Millions. Thanks again. Thanks, man. Juan says, I can't find your group. Go to jordanschumacher.com/community, and it will redirect you to the Facebook group. It's also called The Art of Online Advertising. Dorian says, thank you for being extremely genuine and generous. I am most appreciative. I am most appreciative of you being here, Dorian. Thank you for that. Any other questions that I can answer for you guys? I've got a couple minutes left, probably time for one or two more questions. Otherwise, I will let you guys get back to your day. Joshua says, enrolled, so pumped for this. Thanks, man. Pumped to have you in the program. Last call for questions. Jarvis, how can we get your arbitrage training? I became very interested in it once you mentioned it, one of your previous YouTube videos. Yeah, so this is basically that. Ultimately the arbitrage is what paid traffic is, right? You're buying attention on a platform for X dollars and you're converting that attention into, buying some product or service or whatever that looks like for 2X. So that in a nutshell is attention arbitrage. And so that's what this training will show you how to do, is how to run profitable ads. Jose says, let's go. Let's do it. All right, guys, I'm signing off. Thank you all so much for being here. Excited to get this kicked off. Excited to see you in the program. And again, this is free, which means I can't really run ads to this. It doesn't make sense for me to run ads to this, but I want to expose this to as many people as possible. And so when you get in the program, when you check out the content, if you like it, it would mean the world to me if you share this training, if you share the program, if you share the content with as many people as you know. And it would also mean the world to me if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can go check that out at jordanschumacher.com/YouTube. That's all I've got. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for your attention. Keep hustling, and we'll see you soon. Take care.